Right, here we go. Here's the an update on the Cortina. Here it is. There it is. There. So, as you know, we've been doing a lot of welding to this car. The biggest problem was when the car came in originally. Before it was all stripped down, one of the problems was the door gaps, due to bad restoration in the past, were horrendous. In an ideal world, I would have, when I welded all the bracing into the shell and whatnot, I could have braced the door gaps up so that the gaps would have stayed good, but unfortunately they were bad. So where do you start when you've put floors, sills, complete inner and outer A-post, chassis leg, flitch, inner wings, rear chassis, rails, jacking point, spring hanger mounts, spare wheel wells, quarter panels, well, there's a lot more than that actually, that's gone into it. Well, basically I'm now at the point where the last few days I've spent gapping it. I've done the other side. This side, basically what I've had to do is, you have to start somewhere. Now, the only place I could start was to hang these two doors and gap the two doors to fit, so that this line here, the window surrounds, and the B-pillar was equal. That then would give me a datum point to work forward to for the front wing, and datum point to work to for the rear wing, and more importantly, the datum point to work to get the sills in the right place. So that's where I started off. Just bearing in mind we have no inner sills. And as you can see, it's had floors as well. So, and it's had complete new pillar, as you can see, inner and outer, so all of that was gone. So like I say, I started off by getting the doors sort of gapped, which was a job in itself, because as you can see, well, I hope you can see, this door has had a new bottom half made for it, which you won't be able to see, but this is really ripply. A new door skin is nearly 300 quid, and it's sort of out of the question really. But I'm going to have to, as you can see, it's been made the wrong shape. You know, we've got an equal gap coming all the way down. That's the weight sat on there. Until we get to there, it's been made completely wrong. So I'm going to have to deal with that later. I've now got the sills in place. The wing is just tacked in place at the moment. I can't fix the front wings until I try the bonnet on, because all of this is welded. Is welded, so I've got to put the bonnet in there to gap that, to move these wings in or out to suit the bonnet. All I can hope for is that this part here, although as you can see I've remade all that inner section in behind this wing, I'm hoping that that's sort of still the same, and I'll be able to this datum point here won't have changed too much, but still I've just clamped it for now, so I can move that if need be. I can afford to bring this out very slightly, but unfortunately at some point the door has been opened. This ramps up here, so I've set this level with this here. You put a straight edge across there, you'll see it's absolutely level. I've got to tap this back into the right shape. You see it doesn't match the contour here of the wing. Yeah, this is where we're at the moment. I'm just working on the quarter panel. I have been working on the quarter panel today. Unfortunately, the quarter panels don't fit off the shelf. They're completely the wrong shape. This area around here is just, well, it's the quarter panel in its standard guise actually wants to sit here where my finger is, so that edge wants to be there. So in order to rectify that, and it's also too short, so in order to rectify that, I've actually cut the quarter panel here. You can see actually I haven't finished welding there, but I don't know if you can make that out. See the gap there? I've bridged that piece. I haven't finished welding, as you can see, but I've now got this right. Unfortunately, the pickiness of myself, I'm going to have to do something here, build that up. And this car's going to go back for dipping, so before we have it back to paint it, just to get rid of all this sort of surface rust again, and dip it in a lifetime primer, so in theory it should be good when it comes back. So I'm either going to weld a filler rod onto that edge there to build that back up, or we could do it with sort of filler when we prep the car, because as you can see from the door shut itself, this is the only way I could. Unfortunately, the quarter panel doesn't come all the way in here, and this is extremely rotten, as you can see up there. I've just had to tack the quarter in place, and then I'll cut this out and build and make new sections to fit this lot. So we're going to have to fill in here anyway, so it's not going to be too much of a job to build this area up with a bit of filler. Or we could lead it, whatever. But we'll come back to that. As you can see at the bottom, it's rotten out here, so I'm going to have to cut this out, make a new section to go on there, and then this bit here on both sides actually I've had to cut away completely, because if I show you the fending piece, this is this is what it looked like, and as you can see it's been plated and bodged, so it's easier to cut this off as a whole to then remake that. Unfortunately, as you can see in there, it's affected all the gutters. The gutters themselves are all rotten, so you know the fabricators out there will know. Just making that's a good day's work with all those profiles and shapes and returns, and so but that's that. We've got the same thing on the other side as well. I've purposely left the inner, or should I say the outer inner wing out, so that I can make sure the quarter panel fits nicely, and then I'll fit the outer inner wing tub, or wheel arch tub or whatever, in to suit the quarter panel, and effectively weld it where it touches up in the inside of here. You see this is all out of whack. This needs to sort of, light's terrible actually, but this all needs to come down and clamp up, and a bit of work to do there, yeah. And then of course I can't finish the job until I put the boot lid on, because I need to know that I need to get this both sides to the boot lid. And then again, unfortunately, all this, as you can see, has had some really crap repairs, so I've got to really make all of that gutter. There's another classic example of how crap these quarter panels are when they come. You know, they're just not even the right shape. There's another rail here that should fit into there. So I've still got that to just see that now. I've still got that piece to unpick. You see up here, more grot involved getting this skin out here, so making this with these profiles, and then obviously with the return lip going down. You see that quarter panel's sort of in place now. But not welded along this back edge in the boot area. It's tacked and welded down on the back panel, but it's not welded along the edge of the boot, so I can move that to suit the boot lid to make sure I get good gaps. So the other side's pretty much welded up. I've got the front wing left to put on. It was a case of getting the sills on this side, get these doors gap the quarter in roughly the right place, and then once we start to get some kind of shape in the car, we can sort of gap the front, gap the back, and then once all that's done, it's a case of then going around doing all the detail welding these bits. There's lots of other bits and pieces that need to be done. On the front, we've got new slam panel to fit, which is there. Again, I can't fit that until I've tried the bonnet on, because unless the bonnet fits to these wings, which again I've welded all these on, as you can see, new inner wings, bulkhead repairs, down there you see all up there, all was new. So there's no dating points, this was all gone. I've got a measurement from the strut tops, which is right. I've still got to drill the strut top holes because they don't come drilled. And then there's the lower front panel. There's some headlamp pods that fit in here. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm at on this. Been having a purge from this because at the moment we don't have we've moved out of our unit, so I've been working from home, and this seemed the logical solution to, because this car needs such a large amount of welding, I can work on it here in my garage at home until we figure out what's happening with a new place or move forward for the future or whatever. But yeah, this is what I'm doing at the moment. My garage is an absolute shit tip. Got the milling machine in here now. Everything else is in storage, but at least we've got the milling machine here, so we can still make bits and pieces. Look inside the car. And because of the amount of work we've done underneath of the car, see it's on a split so I can rotate the car. There's been areas that hasn't been welded from the outside. They're going to need dressing and maybe over welding in here. Make it all pretty. Let me see, I've got, I don't know if you can see the quarter panel, the inner rear wing, what do we call it, where it meets the bucket rear strip top. See, it's not joined together at the moment. I've got to make a piece to join those bits together. On both sides, they've all rotted away. So, yeah, the Cortina is getting there. A classic good example of, you can see all the new metal work that's been put into there, the new hinge pillars. Half of that I had to fabricate from scratch, because you can't buy all of it. So, yeah, it's getting close. So, keep watching and I'll give you some more updates.